Komesambwese. Authina siyayisaba le ndawo. Awu esikuyo. Authina siyayisaba le ndawo. Awu esikuyo. Awusikhokhele komanda le ndawo chess esikuyo. Bathule nje baziqiniso. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Awuthina sayisaba le ndawo. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Awuthina sayisaba le ndawo. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Awusikhokhele komanda. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Awusikhokhele mbokoto. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Kuqhuma isibhamu esivutha umlilo. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Awusikhokhele komanda. Awuyo chess esikuyo. Adi chio mama chio kia makerela bizani fire brigade. Chis abumlilo lo abizani fire brigade. Ayumlilo lo chis ife fingene pito. Chis awingena ngesibhaka iyefe fithatha le ndawo. Chis awumlilo lo awizani fire brigade. Ayumlilo lo anginiza awi fire brigade. Chis ayumlilo lo iyefe fithatha le ndawo. Awithatha le ndawo. Iyefe fithatha le ndawo. Chis awithatha le ndawo. Awizani fire brigade. Ayumlilo lo awizani fire brigade. Chis umlilo lo iyefe fithatha le ndawo. Awithatha le ndawo. Adi tiyo hayi makerela. Tiyo makerela. Hliziyo yami buhlungu mangikhumbula yena. Hliziyo yami buhlungu mangikhumbula bola yena mama ye mama ye chis awe mama ye mama ye chu inhliziyo yami ebuhlungu angikhumbula yena inhliziyo yami ebuhlungu angikhumbula yena mama ye mama ye mama ye mama ye xolani bazale izwe lizobuya xolani bazale izwe lizobuya mama anginizwa awuye mama ye mama ye awe mama ye mama ye chis tio makerela Mzansi Afrika awayizwe lo mama awayizwe lo baba kithi ayamaphono kithi Mzansi Afrika awayizwe lo khokho kithi yizwe lo mkholo awayamaphono kithi amaphono awe bayalebala awe bathingelabo awakhothwa ngelethu kithi amaphono awe bayalebala awe bathingelabo kodwa ngelethu idithulunga khale away from my SJ awikhoni iyefe awigobashaya idithulunga khale awe mama kade awikhoni iyefe igobashaya athi khoni iyefe awuyeshayayo awikhoni iyefe igobashaya ithi khoni iyefe awuyeshayayo awikhoni iyefe awigobashaya manta.
Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to greet the leadership of the church, led by my big brother, Lepoko, and the elders of the church. Let me also take this opportunity to greet all veterans of our struggle, greet the captains of the industry, all ground forces of the EFF, led by our capable Deputy President, Floyd Shibambu. Let me greet our ministers who are here, and deputy ministers who are here, mayors and councillors. Let me greet the Gardee family and the Mbata family. I want to especially greet Godric's mother, because when we were told about this sad news, my wife could not stop asking about how is Godric's mother doing, because she's too old and frail and she couldn't be taking the sad news that her grandchild has passed on. I stand before you as a defeated man. I stand before you having committed to my brother and my friend, Julius Gardee, that we will find her. I had a hope that we will find her. I knew we were going to find her. We wanted to find her. I'd reassured the father that he must not do anything stupid she's going to return. Because I know what the father is capable of. I know that the father is a trained soldier. But he has not been trained to kill people, but to protect them. But when pushed to the limit, especially when it comes to his family, in particular, a daughter, a responsible father will do everything in his power to protect his daughter. We continued to search. We unleashed all types of capacity we had to go and search, until I received a call from him that you must stop the search. Then I knew we were defeated. I still said to him, don't worry, we'll handle this thing. Because I knew that no parent must bury their own. It should be the other way around. I unleashed the commissars who are close to him and said, go and be next to that comrade and tell him we will find them. And we will punish them for what they've done. I've never lost a child. I don't know what you are going through. But my suspicion is that you think you have failed her. My suspicion is that you thought maybe if I had opened my office in Nelspruit and sleep there with my kids every day, this was not going to happen. You try to remember when was the last time you gave her a hug. You try to remember when was the last time you told her you love her. Because we take all of this for granted. That's why you remember the messages and the exchange you had with her, because we try to remember and cherish the last moment we had with those we love the most. You're going to try and find blame. Maybe even blame your wife, Auzodwa, who was mistakenly omitted from this obituary. Because she is the mother of this child. Whether someone likes it or not, she is the mother, she's your wife. She's a mother of this child. Maybe you were trying to blame her. Sometimes you'll even try to abandon science and think that she didn't love her, she bewitched her, and then wished all bad things. Because you are seeking for answers. Why me? Of all people, what did I do to whom? You have not done anything to anyone. These people are loose. They do as they wish in this country. The criminals have taken over the streets. And for you to survive, you must pay protection fee to the criminals. Because our country has gone to the dogs. People who chase money more than humanity. You know I get paid for speaking, Godrich, as a member of parliament. Our job is to speak. But when you said Hillary is no more, I didn't know what to tell you. I still don't know what to tell you. All I can do is to bring my body next to you so that you know I care. That I do not only cherish you and celebrate you during nicer times. That as you swim in a pool of darkness, I'm here. I know you are looking for a light. I know our speeches irritate you. You just want to sit quietly and hope light will come from somewhere. I know Karl Marx and Lenin don't make sense to you now because you are in deep denial and wishing that it was a mistaken identity. Yours is still coming. In all of this confusion, ourselves as the leadership of the EFF, there's nothing we can do except to sit next to you. We are here now. My wife and I will be leaving on Sunday. But you must know we are here. I don't sell people out. I stick to those who stick with me. And you did so when it was not fashionable to do so. When I was rejected and treated like I've got leprosy, you came closer to me. It's my turn now to come closer to you and show you the love you deserve. You are a good man, Godrich. You always try to avoid hating anyone. You always reach out, always try to make sense where sense does not prevail. You allowed us to lead you when we were young. You never questioned our age. You joined the EFF at an early stage and never referred to us as boys. By being next to you now is to show you that we too appreciate you. You will never walk this path without the support of the EFF. You are loyal, and loyalty is not permanent. Loyalty must be serviced. If people are loyal to you and you don't return that loyalty, they will get tired and walk away. You are so loyal that even if people speak about me in my absence, I know you will defend me without me hearing. For because you are not grandstanding, we share such a principle that when a person speaks bad of us, even if you are not there, I should say it's not possible. This is not the Godrich I know. There are people who claim to be with you, who claim to support you, only when you are there. Once you take a turn, they start bad-mouthing you. Not Godrich. Not even in the family meeting. will he agree that Julius sold me out? I was not there. I don't know anyone. I came to know the younger brother now. No one would have told me that in the family meeting, Godrich agreed that you are a sellout. He stood up in my absence and defended me. I can't do anything for you. I don't want anything from you. If you are my friend and you know me, and I know you, even if I'm not there, they speak bad of me. The Julius you don't know, you must defend me. I will do the same to you. That's loyalty. Not this loyalty of money exchange. Not this loyalty of position exchange. Sellouts live nice life. They are favored by everybody, including the establishment. They will never be prosecuted. No SARS will ever visit them because they sell out at every turn, but they are troubled by their souls. They don't sleep because they know during the day I sold out. They know that I got this BM out of selling out. You can be materially rich, but your soul is so poor because you are selling your own at every turn, especially when you are in private and in the absence of those you claim to love and care. So this comrade we came to support here is one comrade who will never do that. Godrich is not a person that if you are standing next to here and people see you on TV with a person standing next to you, that this is my comrade. What a shame. He doesn't know what is standing next to him. People pitying you at home because standing next to you is a cheat. It's a betrayer. It's a sellout. It's a person who's not loyal and take advantage of your trust. It's nothing painful standing shoulder to shoulder, hand to hand to a betrayer and a sellout. I will never sell you out. I tell you what I think. How you receive it is your own baby to feed Malta Bella. It's not my problem. I speak my mind because I don't want to sell out. So that even when they come gossiping about me, you should say, but he told me. Huh? I've got a friend here called Kasel Matali, will tell you. He comes here when we're in the ANC together, that the officials have resolved like this and that. I say, okay. Now I don't agree with those things of officials. And I am not here to ask you to agree. I'm just briefing you. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll be fighting like we have never seen each other because he's a secretary. He must protect the position of the officials. But I've got a mind of my own, and I don't agree. And you can ask him, half the time with those officials' position, they end up agreeing with me, including him. Or, hey, this point we didn't look at it. This is a proper point. I don't say, no, my friend is a secretary, therefore I can't express myself. Because it will be seen as if I'm opposing him. No, there is friendship. There is politics. We disagree and still become the best friends outside. Godrich was never voted out as a Secretary General. He is the one who came to us and said Obama became president when he was 44. I don't know, he knows those years himself. And he said, I'm too old to be wanting to be these things of Secretary General. Let me support from behind and we give to someone relatively young so that we don't repeat the mistake of where we come from, where people are fighting for positions at 70. It was him who came. I asked him a simple question. Did you finish paying the bond? He said, no. Let's work finishing the bond so that you have a home. You say you're old, you don't have a home. Have a proper. He says, no, I've got this home where the wife doesn't like, but I'm selling, I'm going to buy another house. Then he made a mistake of taking the wife to go and look for a house. And then the wife saw a beautiful one, but expensive. And my brother saw the ugly one and cheap. He said, no, I want this one. Every time after we've taken holy water, he complains about this wife. You know, this woman wants expensive house, man. I can't afford those things. Then I said to him, come here. That battle, you are not going to win. I agree you took her there. You're supposed to hunt alone and tell her we have succeeded this side. So you took her. She made a choice, my man. Let's go and assemble whatever we can assemble, and we get her a home. And when we went there, it was a beautiful home. I'm like, what is your problem here? This is a proper place. So, he's the one who said he's going to do practicals. His articles is Living Parliament. And I said, what's going to happen? He said, we'll make a plan. He left Parliament. He went to do the articles. We had to pay for his accommodation until he finished his articles. Because we said we needed to support this comrade so that the EFF produces its own lawyers and its own judges. Because we've got a situation where lawyers, all of them are selling out except Dalimpov. All of them. You've got only one lawyer confronting the status quo. The rest of them, they speak in tongues. So we want Godrich to join Dalimpofu to take on the status quo. That's why we supported him. Boom, the first case Hillary Gardee takes, it's a case against the banks. No one dares to undermine the banks. Hillary Gardee says, bring it here. These are the proper people. Yeah. But we're taking them on through Hillary Gardee. It's the path he chose. And that's why he remains the leader of the EFF, because he's not bitter. In all the officials of the EFF, there is no single former official of the EFF who's bitter. Because they know in the EFF, leaders come and go. The organization remains. So, everywhere you see us, we are all together. Former and present, because our mission have not been attained. I'm happy with what Godrich said, that he's going to adopt Hillary's daughter as her granddaughter. You see the humanity of and the humility of Godrich. You see it in this child. So, we are encouraged by that. You said there you are still owing Hillary the money for the letterhead. And the same sentence you said you are going to form a foundation. That money of the letterhead goes into the foundation already. And all those who are owing Hillary, all of them, ugogo fakude, siyayifuna le mali ingene ku foundation. So that we continue to champion the cause that she stood for. Minister Cele, we fought a lot in the recent past, but we are happy the way you came around. I think your nightmare was tall, so you've got your favorite now, you are proper now. Now you are enjoying now. So things are better. So it means we are going to see better policing now. Because there are no competing interests anymore. And Mayor Manamela, we really appreciate. We appreciate the effort that the minister, together with the commissioners, have put into this. We appreciate the effort that the intelligence has put into this. Like the minister said, just a matter of few hours, everybody will be rounded up and will know the real motive. Whatever the motive is unjustifiable. We will never accept any other motive. Even if their father ran with the money of drugs, we don't accept that they had a reason to kill the daughter. They should have gone to the father. Because the young girl had nothing to do with whatever the business the father is involved in. She could not have committed such, a crime that necessitated these people to go for her in a manner they did. It's unjustifiable. It's unjustifiable. We hope on Monday, when we come into contact with this guy, we'll be able to make sense of what really transpired. We've got children. We're all scared now. We don't know what's going to happen to our children now. Sit at home. Because ritually, even as politicians, if politicians can be so scared, what about ordinary people? We're so scared. What we saw here in Mpumalanga Premier is scary. It's so scary. We can't leave it unattended to. Minister, we must be on the same side opposing bail on Monday. He must go to trial from inside. Because we don't want to see this person in our streets. We don't want to see them on our streets. They don't deserve to live amongst us. They must rot in jail. And we want you to bring the best of the best brains, even in the prosecution, even in the investigation. There must not be loose ends. Tighten it up and send them to jail for a very long time. Not after 7 years like Senzo Meiwa. No, within a short space of time. Because justice delayed is justice denied. Senzo Meiwa, it doesn't matter whether we even doubt if those killers of Senzo Meiwa are real. It doesn't matter, even if you send them to jail for life. It has been after a long time. It will not serve any justice. We have given up already. That's why Rinyaka is a fisher. When it's still hot, we want them locked for a very long time. The killers of Hillary are rotting in jail. That's the only thing we're wishing for. And in the absence of that, Minister, you will have to defend us all the time, because then we start having ideas. Or if this justice can't serve them properly, what else can we do to complement justice? Compliment. We want to compliment you. So please send them to jail for a very long time. Otherwise, we don't want to see them in the streets here. We don't care who they are. The Premier said, we don't care which political party they belong to, which business they belong to. Because there are people of political parties, by the way, who are involved, who are in this four that Minister is talking about. So, please save those people and ask them to save themselves. Or when just oppose your own bail. Or no, I don't want a bail. I want to stay in here. I don't want to go home. Because this Mpumalanga community is very angry. And no one will stop them. Comrades, love your children. The differences will always be there. I mean, Hillary and Godrich disagreed a lot. A lot. And you know, life is so funny because at a point when they are now finding each other, even Godrich going around boasting about it, or, no, this one is coming okay. She's even having this. She's now registering for this. We're going to the graduation. You know, they were now developing a very strong bond following the passing away of the biological mother of Hillary. When they were coming so tight, unfortunately, this happened. Love your children. Just hug them and kiss them on the forehead. Hug the boy child. The boy child feels very neglected and resort to learn the law from the streets and not from home. Love your children, including those that you have abandoned. Find a way of reaching out and loving them because they are the ones who become criminals. Utsama o re khosetsa ditsotsi, utsama o belega bana o sa ba tlhokomele. So ya ke wena a nele re tsere mathata ka bana ba ba mapitch. Take care of your children. These thugs were not shown love. Nobody who has ever been shown love can stab a person, the whole body. These cowards, they were never loved. Love your children. They are cowards because they shot her from behind. They couldn't look at her in the eye and shoot her on the forehead. Only cowards like apartheid policemen shoot from behind. People were not loved by their parents. Children were rejected by their parents. You've got so many kids, man. 2,000, just distribute. The little you can do for these children so that they start loving themselves because their parents love them. This is an act of self-hate. They don't love themselves because they've never been shown love by anyone. Love them. Godrich, let's love this daughter of Hillary. She must get the best care. She must be the best so that even when she grows up, she doesn't live to regret that perhaps I'm the one who caused my mother's death because everybody's rejecting her. Love your parents and build them proper houses. To avoid Colin Mashawan Foundation building your parents' houses when you are still alive. Your mother is staying in a house donated by a foundation, yet you are driving the best car. Especially Lena Baramwane ka mo. Look after your own. Look after your parents. Look after your parents. Learn from Godrich. He's looking after his family and his parents. If we love our parents, we love our children, and men stop attacking women, we'll live a peaceful life. There is no woman who needs protection. This nonsense that says let's protect women, it's wrong. Just stop attacking them. There won't be a need for protection because it is us who attack women. Minister is correct. Muruti. Men must have a conversation. For men. When you do stupid things, we grow up to be told that, why would you do that? You're not a man. For men can have a conversation amongst themselves that, what we are doing is wrong. 4. And they're not poverty-stricken, by the way. Some of them own properties, proper properties, here in Nelspruit. It's not poverty, it's not nyaupe. Real stuff. Some of them with credentials, political credentials, can have a clever conversation. 4 of them. Or no, wait, lock the door, let's talk this side. What are we doing? 4 of them. No nyaupe addicts. Not some lousy people that you think, this one is obvious. The people that are called with titles. The people that wear suits and present themselves as gentlemen. Gogo, don't be discouraged, Mom. Don't be discouraged. We are here. You are not alone. You lost one out of millions. We're with you, Gogo. We're going to protect you. They can't kill us all. They've killed one. You still have us. We're going to bury you. You will never bury us. We're going to carry your coffin. We will put it on top of your grave. We will salute you. We'll give you a send-off, because the question you're perhaps asking yourself is, who's going to bury me when my children are dying? We'll bury you. The EFF will bury you. And it doesn't organize clumsy funerals. It organizes dignified funerals that were last seen with O.R. Tambo and Krisan. The rest are just by the way. So, unga worry, go. You are going to be properly looked after. You will never sleep without a meal. You've got soldiers there in your family. Your boys are there. They are going to support you. They are going to feed you. I want you to be strong, Gogo, because I don't want to come back here and be told that she couldn't survive this pain. I want you to stay long and know that we love you. And know that nothing will happen to you. We'll protect you as the EFF and make sure that you enjoy this freedom that your child fought for. Your child was supposed to be relaxing and enjoying the fruits of freedom. You were supposed to be enjoying your child. You missed so much when he was in exile and hoping for his return. When he returns back home, he never gets to see peace he fought for because of his surname. Instead of being a hero, he's an enemy of an establishment. For sure, you ask yourself, Gogo, when will I see peace? When will I enjoy like others? Because when mine was in exile, they told me that his return will mean the end of my suffering and pain. But it meant the beginning of a worst pain ever, where you lose your grandchildren because there's no one to secure the streets. We will fight them. We will win. We are not going to fail. Even if we fail, our children will never fail. This South Africa will never surrender to criminals. This South Africa will never be surrendered to corrupt elements that want to be feared and worshipped. I'm not scared of them. Neither should you be scared of them, Gogo. You are a martyr, you are a hero. You gave birth to fearless fighters. That's why today they wanted you to crawl in shame. They killed her and looked at you and said, want to see how she will bury this granddaughter. Little did they know that you've got a solid wall behind you. Will not fail you, Gogo. Thank you very much.
Masibulele kumongameli. Hillary befuna uphinda uthethe. Ngoku sizawulungela ukuvuma. Fighter Bayote, please prepare. Sislebo Sikhobela.